Hi, welcome to Out and About with Miss Noosa. Hi, we are Sue and Paul, and this is the first time we've actually been on a video together and actually introducing us, and you can actually see us for the first time. So, Sue and I have decided, well, I've decided that we'll start doing videos of what we do and how we do it, and we're not experts at it, and this is the very first or second one that we've ever done. So we would just thought we would just have a go and just be Sue and I on the road. And I seem to have a look on YouTube. There might be something like us, I don't know, but we just thought we'd put something together on a weekly basis and go from there. We own Miss Noosa. So we built her last year, last year, and it's taken us over
12 months to the day.
12 months to the day to build her. So we bought her in February,
The 30th of January.
last year, and
Complete her on the 30th of January.
and we
this
completed
year.
and we completed her on the 30th of January this year. So it's been a big year. We sold our business 15 months ago, and we have now left Sydney. I did a video the other day when we were actually leaving Sydney, and for Sue and I it was a bit emotional and thrilling to leave Sydney, finally get out of that bloody place and start full-time living on the road in Miss Noosa. So we won't be editing anything. It's just what you see is what you get from her and I. I think I haven't got time for that. Not that I don't want to do it. I'll probably learn to do it later down the track, but I think just for now, we'll just do videos of us, what we do, how we do it, and why we do it, and things like that. Sue's been doing a lot of work on Facebook with putting photos up of her
On travels.
on travels, and we've just Sue's been doing the Facebook, and I'm going to do the YouTube thing. So we'll see how we go. I don't know if we'll do any good, but it's just we thought we'd do something together, and it's more for me to keep me occupied more than anything. So from here, our last week of being on the road has been quite emotional, different, exciting, all the above. And the mosquitoes are bad where we are here too, by the way. So, we left Sydney last Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and we got to the Ampol on the highway, and we bought a burger each, which I must admit was not the best, but we were out of Sydney. And then we had looked at going to a place, where was it, Del?
I'll probably pronounce it wrong. It's either Kupanook or Kopanook.
Yeah.
Someone will tell me the right pronunciation, I'm sure.
So we went to Kopanook, and there was
pub.
To the pub. So we were going to stay behind the pub. So we got there, and there was just no room for us. So we were very excited to leave Sydney, but I think the reality hit when we got to our first stop and worked out that we could not stay because we were too big. And also on top of that, because we're having so much rain around at the moment, you just can't park it on the grass, as we all know. So from there we went to
Dawson River Tourist Park at Taree.
So we went there, and we spoke to the gentleman who met me at the gate and said, how much do we weigh? Where we go? No, Taree. Sorry, wrong one. We went to Taree, and we went to the
Dawson River
Caravan
Tourist
Park. Sorry, got ahead of myself. And we stayed there for
3 nights.
3 nights. So that was great. That was really great. So we went down and we're actually on the creek, and it didn't rain the first night, but 2 nights after that it rained. So we jumped in the car. We had a good look around Taree.
Yep, Old Bar, Manning Point.
We had a good drive around, had a good look at Taree because we both haven't been there before. We had, sorry, I will apologise. On the Monday, we did nothing because we were so tired from packing on the Saturday, the Sunday, or from the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And there's another reason why we packed so late, but I'll go into that at a later stage. But we were so tired, and we had the Monday off. We just didn't do a thing, not a thing. We just sat in the bus, had the air conditioning going all day. It sprinkled off and on, and then we on the Tuesday we got up and drove around and had a look at these places that we went to. It was great. We loved it. So then on the Wednesday we decided to move, and then we headed to
a property called Windermere up on the way to Southwest Rocks.
So
it's a private property.
We've left Taree and gone to this property, which was really nice. When we got there, it was really pretty. It was right on the river. It was absolutely gorgeous. However, we got there and it's long grass. There's no caravan slabs on the ground. There's nothing. You just drive in on this grass. And the gentleman came and saw me at the gate, and he said, "We have had rain, but I think you'll be right." And I did say to him, at the time we weigh 17 to 18 tonne, but he said, I still think you'll be right. So we drove in. I got in about a bus and a half, and I stopped and I went to take off again, and the back wheel started spinning. So it was a learning curve for us. It was a big learning curve for us. The gentleman that owned the property at the time, he was a really lovely gentleman. His name was Mark. I hope we will get back there one day. It was so gorgeous, it wasn't funny. We would definitely go there again. He had a 4-wheel drive tractor, and all he had to do was just hook up to the back of us and just give us a bit of a nudge, and we just backed out of there, and we're back on the road. It was perfect. So the tension then was a bit high between the wife and I after this, because we both decided we didn't know what to do. We honestly didn't know what to do. By this time it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I said to go to Southwest Rocks. Sue said to go to
Fredericton, to the hotel.
So we went back to the Fredericton, another hotel stay, and we got there and
we couldn't have got in.
Yet again, we just couldn't have got in. So we headed back to Southwest Rocks, and the tension was a bit high, I must admit, but we end up staying at a gravel pit, our first gravel pit on the side of the road, which my Sue was so happy about. So we stayed there the night. It was actually quite nice. It was right across the river. Sue wasn't happy about it, but it was quite nice. And when we first got there, this gravel pit was on the side of the road on a T section, and it was 11 kilometres south of Southwest Rocks, on the main road to Southwest Rocks. So we should have taken photos, but I'll be honest with you,
I did take a couple. They're on Facebook.
I should have taken a video, but the tension was so high. We were so stressed about every single thing. We just wanted to get on the road and just try. But anyway, a bit of a funny, we stayed at this gravel pit, and next minute the dogs got up barking. There was a rooster running around on the corner of the street. Anyway, the next morning we get up. We didn't have any problems. It was a nice night. We didn't have any problems, and it was a school drop-off point for the school bus. Next minute, all these people started turning up and started talking to me, and they said, "Did you have anyone calling you?" And we said, "No." And he said, "No, well, it's just quite a busy area here, but you shouldn't have any problems." So, and I said, "Do you know anything about this rooster?" Anyway, one gentleman said, "Yeah, someone dropped him off 12 months ago and he's been running around. He just runs around this corner. I don't know how he lives, but he just runs around this corner and just eats food or wherever he gets it from, and he's fine." But right above this corner, there was a big eagle's nest, which was built on top of an electricity pole. I don't know how the eagle hasn't got him, but he seems quite fit and healthy to go from there. So from there, we then went to...
We spent the morning driving around just Southwest Rocks just to have a look. Realised again, we're too big. We couldn't go to the jail there because it's a national park and we've got dogs. So that was out. I've started doing what everybody else does, and I've downloaded a heap of camping apps. So looking at where can we go. I've then found a place up near Maxville called Gummer Reserve, and I've said to Paul, I think we can get in there. It's an hour up the road. So we toddled on up here.
So we left the gravel pit and we drove up here. But this time we got a bit smarter. This time I stopped about 3 or 4k out before we actually turned off a small road to come down here. And Sue drove down in the car and quickly had a look and said she could definitely think. So she came back, got me, we drove down together, we had a look around, and yes, we're in. So we're at, we got in here, no worries at all. Is that right?
Easy.
Easy as.
Really easy.
So we drove to the very end. I'll walk around again.
The road was quite narrow at the end, but it was still easy. They maintained the overhanging trees, especially so as big rigs like us have a place to stay. So which was really, really nice when the guy came around on Friday morning for us to pay, because it is a paid place here. It's $23 a night. He said that, they've done it so as at one point the council wanted to stop big rigs, and everyone got up in arms and said, well, where are we supposed to go? So
we're at this Gunnedah Reserve, and it's a really nice place. It's quite large. So we drove to the very end where they have dumpsters, and then we did a U-turn there, and then we just pulled up on the grass on the side of the road. The only thing is that we have Starlink, and Starlink, with the amount of trees around, we are having a few problems with connecting, but it seems not a lot of problems, but it does seem from time to time causes a few problems.
Yeah.
So what I thought I might do is, because I haven't got an editing program, I'll probably stop this video, but we'll walk around in a minute and actually show you where we are and what we do. Something that we've had a lot of people ask us to do on Miss Noosa is do a walkthrough on her. She is 13.5 meters long. She is big. She's awesome. She's absolutely awesome. We love her.
The fit out isn't a normal motorhome fit out. We get a lot of comments on the way we've fitted her out, and we've fitted her out for us too.
Yes. And
we've fitted her out specifically to look the way she looks.
So what we're going to do is, not this week or the week after, we're actually heading back to Queensland, because that's where Sue and I are from. We actually are Queenslanders. We're actually heading back to the Maryborough
Showgrounds end of March.
Showgrounds. There's a big event up there at Easter. We're going to that. all our family is around the bottom end of southeast Queensland. So we thought we'd go back to Queensland for 6 or so months and really spend some time with the family, because we haven't been home for 4 years. And well, we haven't been home for four years for a long time, and it's just we've been home for short breaks, but nothing to say to be home. So we're going home, and when we get home, I thought we'd do a full walkthrough of her then, and show you what we've done and how we've done it. The way we've done it is for us, and it works for us. It's really, really nice inside, and I must admit, yesterday or this morning, it was absolutely pouring rain here, and it was nice to get up and still not be nice and dry and not have to worry about rain for a change. getting in and upsetting your day. As you can see, Sue has been quite ill with the flu. She's just getting over it, and she's at the tail end of it. So at the moment, tomorrow we're going to see some people at Coffs.
Where the bus came from.
Where the bus originally came from. So we're going to see the guy that sold us the bus in Coffs Harbour. We're going to drop in and say g'day, and what's the other place?
Nambucca, the guy that used to do maintenance on her.
And another guy that used to drive it and do maintenance on it. He's kept in touch with us. He's given me some help with her. We're going to call her there at Nambucca, and then we're going to head to Grafton and start our journey home. We're heading up out to Dalby
for next
weekend, and then going from there. So we it's been a great week for us, but it's also had its ups and downs and stressful, not where you're going. I think for us too, it has been not knowing where you're going to stay, and I think we have to change our lifestyle to this and our mindset, and it's been quite an eye-opener in the first week, and we're lucky we found this place at this reserve, because it's so nice here. It's really helped us out at the end of the week, but it is quite stressful to leave your living area or your comfort zone as such, and then suddenly you're living on the road. Although you got your bus and you got a nice place to stay and all that, it's still, for me, it's still a bit of where we're staying today or where we're staying tonight. Or however, I think over the next month, in a month's time, we'll be fine. It's just like any changes in life, it's a big deal. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's you've left. As much as owning our own business comes with inconsistencies, it's still a structured life. Work is still structured. We would get up every day and we would go to work. Now we don't have that. We don't have a fixed address, and I like to know where I'm going and what I'm doing all the time. I need to be organised and planned, and we're not doing that anymore. And we've got to change our mindset so as we can just embrace the lifestyle that we have chosen to live.
Yes.
Without the regrets. It's living now without regrets. So, you know, I'm going through the apps. When we pull up, we're talking to other people. They're telling us places to go. It's just surrounding ourselves now with a community of like-minded people. I'm looking on the apps and I'm starting to save places. We may not go there now, but we might go there in the future, and looking at where we can get her in and that sort of thing. Is it dog friendly? All that. So I'm now planning our move forward.
Anyway, that's what the week that was for us. I think we'll start doing something like that on a Sunday or a Monday, and then and we'll see how we go. This is to keep us sane, and also talk to people out there on the road. And I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments from time to time. So what I'm going to do is stop this one now, and I'm quickly going to do a walk around this reserve to show you where we are, and then I'll post it up tonight. Thank you. Bye for now.